Hold on. We've got another one, and you got another one joined us and all. There we go. Let's.
There he is, Jerome.
Hello, everybody.
Hold on a sec. Let me do that.
Oh shit! I gotta turn this down here. Okay.
Let's do that. Here we go. Hold on a sec. Let me just check everything is going as it should be, and then we'll get cracking. So, sorry, Pete. Could you do introductions, please?
Yes. Hi, guys. What do you call this now, Pete? Saturday Night Live?
I think so.
Okay. Me, it's only the afternoon. It's only 5 after 2 here. So, okay.
Saturday
For everybody that don't know me, my name's Pete the Moose Dassey. I'm Brendan Dassey's dad. Okay, to the right of me, we got, what is his name, Willard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Willard. He's from London. Yeah, he's a new, forgive me if I get this wrong. Willard, he's from London.
It's Wizard.
Okay.
Wizard.
Okay, sorry about that. I can barely see that. And then we got the fabulous Millbilly from Milwaukee on the right. And then on the bottom left, oh, okay.
Sorry. I tried to highlight our Wizard.
Okay, now
this
I
is
see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Wizard. I apologize for that.
No, it's my fault. Real name Sean, aka Ian Jury.
Okay. I should have just said Sean. That would have been easier for me. Okay.
No. You're fine.
Okay.
And then.
And there's the fabulous Millbilly.
Yep.
From Milwaukee.
Who can do magic tricks.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again. That's funny.
And the one and only Pete Dassey. And the one and only
Jerome.
From Belgium.
Yeah, Belgium. Yeah, hi, Jerome.
Hello,
I'm glad you're feeling better there, buddy. Missed you last weekend.
Yeah, I was not feeling really good. I was catching the cold and, little flu, just a little flu. And I'm better, but still tired with my long COVID. And
last but not least, the great Paul Capaldi to your right from
the
Scotland. The great Paul Capaldi. It's his anniversary, by the way. Yeah.
Hence the reason we're late.
All right. What did you say? 28?
28 years, eh?
All right. What makes it work?
I don't know. I'm like you, Pete. I keep trying them, just to see what works.
Okay. I'll say a lot of earplugs, right? A lot of earplugs.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just wanted to be a little humorous here.
No,
happy anniversary.
Thank you very much. It's it's like it's funny how you and me, Pete, we've had I think basically 3 wives and 5 kids. Listen, it's one of these things you work at, isn't it? You don't always get it right first time,
Oh yeah, you got to work through it. Yeah. A lot of patience. A lot of patience. I got to tell you.
Yeah. And it's one of these things where yes, you can get carried away too soon, too young, and and then I tell you another thing that I've noticed, and it was a famous quote, and it was Carla Chase that posted this once, and she put this message up, and it said, if you think the grass is greener on the other side of the hill, it's probably because there's a lot more manure over there. Which is true, isn't it? That's exactly what it is. It's anyway. Thanks, guys. Yes, as I say, sorry for being late. I had to nip out and get some cards and a card and some flowers and chocolates, and so hence the reason I'm in a bit of a rush.
That was fine on me. I thought I was doing something wrong because my link wasn't going through, and everybody's saying a minute left, and I didn't see nobody, and I was kind of passing. So I don't know. Okay.
Anyway, we're all here now.
Okay.
And so first of all, guys, how's Pete? How's it gone for you this week?
Oh, getting better. Lori's getting back to being 100%. We actually went to the store together a couple times. We went out and ate a couple times. And
any phone calls with?
Oh yeah, Brendan. Wednesday, he's excited, about the rally thing coming up.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's good. And I mean, who does he play cards with now? Because I think that was one of the big things when you were
Oh
visiting, wasn't
yeah,
it? You know, I mean,
he's got a cellmate. I forgot what his name is.
right?
I'll have to. He's got a cellmate. I gotta ask him what his cellmate is. I forgot what. I forgot who his cellmate was.
Yeah. Okay. Millbilly. I know you've had an absolute terrible week trying to educate some Egypt from Scotland on how to use OBS. Would you like to show us some of your expertise?
What? Make me little again?
Yeah, and appear on the TV up there.
Oh my God! I don't know how he does that. There's a TV on the back wall there for everybody that's looking. Oh, that was awesome last time.
That's
oh my God!
That is absolutely brilliant. I wish listen. If I had half that talent, oh jeez.
All right.
It's a wee Billy.
Wee Billy.
Wee Billy.
Fantastic. So Millbilly, you've had the task of trying to teach me, and I must admit we did get on pretty well with the old OBS. So yeah, hopefully with a few more lessons we can get that all sorted out. Oh, sorry, that's the doorbell. I must get that because that's Eunice is gonna.
Okay.
Eunice is present. I'll just be a moment, okay?
Okay.
If Pete, I think it's just Jerome and Wizard to go next.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So, Pete, how are you doing, my friend?
Oh, pretty good. Getting better. I'm glad you're with us this week. I missed you last week.
Oh, thank you. And Wizard, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Fella. Pleasure.
Thank you. And on my understanding, you live in London.
I am.
And yeah, I follow you on Twitter. And,
well, not anymore. You don't.
No.
I
was following you on Twitter.
I need to do something about Twitter. I do miss it very much, but it was my foolishness kind of got me thrown out.
Yeah, I know, and I know Twitter can be sneaky sometimes. It's really, it's true. And about my week. Oh yeah, it was a busy week because, like you say, I'm again the death penalty, and I was involved in a lot of phone calls to try to do something to stop the execution of some people in the Texas, in all around the USA. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but if you follow me on Twitter, you will see what I've shared to sign like petition and etc. to try to help. So I was really busy because I was really trying to help people. And even when you call to the governor from Belgium and you try to say, hey, if I call you from Belgium, it's not for nothing. I call you for a reason. So please just listen what I have to say. But they don't listen. I can tell you, they don't listen, or they don't want to talk to you. You have a represent or somebody who represent the governor, or you can leave a phone call, or you can leave a message, or you can do something like this, like that. But I try. I don't stay on my couch, and I try to do something, but it's not easy. Not at all.
Play for trying.
Yep. I mean, Jerome, any idea when the death penalty was ended in Belgium?
In 1976, I think.
Right. And what was the main sort of reason behind ending the death penalty? Because I know that one of the main arguments against the death penalty is the fact that you could end up executing somebody that's innocent.
Absolutely. To be honest, I don't know the major reason, but I know somebody who know really well the law in Belgium is my father,
Yeah.
and I will ask to him when and why and I will be able to answer you next week for this question. So keep this question,
Yeah.
and next week I will give you more information about that.
Yeah. I mean, I must admit, probably my all-time favorite lawyer, and I hope that everybody involved in making a murderer and all the rest of them aren't listening, but probably my favorite lawyer of all is Brian Stevenson.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen Brian Stevenson in that Netflix documentary about his becoming a lawyer?
Me?
I can't
No,
say as I have. No.
Everybody,
no,
yeah, I
that's
know.
interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah,
It's a little bit like when I asked this question and Travis Williamson was in the room and he said Dennis Reardon, and I'm like, who? Dennis Reardon? And I found a clip of Dennis Reardon, somebody else, and Brian Stevenson, and I knew straight away, Trav, you're absolutely right. But for me, the guy Brian Stevenson, and I'm going to find out what Netflix documentary he was famous for being in. Just bear with me. I'm going to shut up. And Peter, if you'd like to carry on, I take it you've got to ask Sean. Sean, how's his week been?
Very quiet, actually. I don't do an awful lot. London's still pretty much on lockdown. We're not allowed out. We can't go to the pub.
Well, that's not good.
It's just another
Same
day in
here.
paradise.
Yeah.
We're looking to come out of our lockdown sometime around the beginning of April. So I suppose I'm in practice for my neck lubrication session, the first one. So yeah, just looking forward to getting back to a normal life. Really, going a bit stir crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, same situation here in Belgium. Everybody is close. Everybody is trying to figure out what happened for the future, but we don't see the end of the tunnel. We are looking to have answer to know when we can have a normal life again. But the vaccine are not really well.
Not very well received.
No, not at all. And we live in this small country and it's really crazy because you understand that it's completely crazy. I'm not a politic, but you got me your thoughts about that, and I really want your thought about that, about this crisis. You will tell me. If I was in charge at the beginning, I see there is a problem in China, and I know, and I'm not a politic. I'm not a politic guy. I don't. I'm not interested in there. But I know if something wrong, and yuan, and they close all yuan, 11 billion of people, million of people. That's mean there is a big problem, and at the first time, I will do something never done before because we are faced of something we have never seen before. So I contact every government to create one great government of urgence and have to the whole factory and all the scientists working together to find a solution to the vaccine, and not some manufacturers or some people try to sell the vaccine at this price or at this price. No, for me, it was, okay, you do your job like a scientist, you work together, and when we have the solution, we give the solution to everyone, because it's a world crisis. So we need to be each other and help each other. And for the first time in this world, we can change the world and do better than we have done before. I don't know what you thought about that, but me, I'm not in charge, but it's the first time I was thinking to do. Uh, Reunited everyone, important to make one big stuff for everyone, not just for the Europe, not just for the USA, not just for the China, not just for the Russia. I mean, everybody working together, because everybody is in the same case. So I mean, it seems logic for me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I mean, the thing is that problems like the COVID, problems like Steve and Brendan, they are, for me, they are beyond this whole idea of, it's to do with political allegiance. We've proven that in the group that we are. In the groups that we are, we are a whole spectrum of people from all sorts of different political backgrounds, different countries. We're all saying, that something needs to be done. Get what you're saying, pal. But there's a question from Naughty Miss Sunshine. Ask Jerome about his bandana.
Oh, it's for Luke Mitchell. Yeah, I tell you, because my camera. It's for justice
looks cool.
For Luke Mitchell, justice for Jodie Jones, because she never deserved justice, and a big up to Mrs. Sandra Lynn, who had wrote a beautiful book. I am reading for now. Innocence Betrayed, if I'm right.
Yep.
And it's for the cause. And I have say, okay, I have an idea. When Luke was convicted of this murder, and the press was everywhere, there is this picture with Luke and his bandana, his black bandana, and everybody was looking him badly. I mean, because he was the devil, the absolute devil. And I have thinking, maybe everyone have a bandana, and everyone who wants to support the cause can just put a bandana. You don't need to buy a shirt or buy something to, make merchandise. You can have your own bandana for justice for Luke, and justice for Jodie, and justice for her mother, for his mother too, because it's a shame what happened, and justice for Sandra, because I say justice for Sandra, because this is 17 years she is fighting.
It's bad
she's
news.
fighting. She's a warrior. She's like Sandra Greenman. She's a warrior too. I mean, I would love to have the two Sandra on my channel to speak with both of her, Sandra Greenman and Sandra Lynn, to talk with her, because
just keep pestering her, and you'll get her. But seriously, I mean, Mill Billy looks cool in a hat and a beanie. Pete just looks cool. You look cool in anything. But me and Wizard, seriously, a bandana.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Do you? No. I don't think so.
No.
It ain't going to happen, mate. It ain't going to happen, mate.
I'm not having a bar of it.
You can put an orange bonnet if you want.
Yes.
But Jerome, he kind of reminds me of, don't take it the wrong way, one of those cyclist guys, motorcycle, Harley.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
thank you,
We
thank
got.
you.
I live
Because
next door. Yeah, I live. Yeah, I
with all
live in
my
next.
tattoo,
I live in
yeah,
next bar next door, and they got a gathering once in the summer, and there's like 30 motorcycles, and half the people have bandanas and everything on. So
yeah,
yeah. But
yeah,
I was riding before when I was younger and with a better health. I was riding a bike, and that's why I am too involved in the Michael Funk situation
yeah,
and in
oh,
Eagle Nation cycle because that touched me a lot. That it was a family, and somebody of the family is dead,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
he deserved justice and his family too. So I mean, it touched my heart too. And yeah. But no, I don't take on the wrong way. I take
okay,
that on the good way.
okay,
I mean, be a
yeah,
biker. It's an
yeah,
honor. It's an
yeah.
honor. But like, I don't ride anymore. I don't vote anymore.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's not all.
Excellent. Can I just also say that I posted just here the name of the film with Bryan Stevenson that I was trying to think of is called Just Mercy. And if you haven't watched it on Netflix, please do. Just Mercy. As I say, I'm a big fan of Bryan Stevenson. I've seen him in a few things. I mean, look, there are some fantastic lawyers, obviously, that are, involved in Stephen Brendan's case. But for me, that this guy just speaks humanity. He just, it's just awesome what the guy says, particularly when it comes to the death penalty. His big saying is that everybody is a lot more than the worst thing they've ever done.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, it's
um,
true. Yeah.
but I think that needs to be sort of echoed. Pete, I think we've asked everybody apart from you. How's your week been? Oh
Oh,
no, I
really
think we
good.
did. I think we did. I think we did, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no,
it's
no,
good.
no,
Yeah,
no, no. Carry on. Yeah.
yeah, we went. Yeah, Laurie and I are going out to eat and stuff, and I've been cleaning out in the garage. Now today it's 50 out there, but we got a southerly breeze. It don't feel
Yeah.
like 50, but I was working out in the garage before I came in here. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I
So how was your week?
Yeah.
well.
How was
Yeah.
Uh,
your
How
week?
was his? How was
well,
his
I've been,
week?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been, I've really been busy with the old music videos, doing some multi-track recording and stuff. So it's been good. I mean, I've enjoyed this last week. I haven't done too many lives, although I've got quite a few coming up tonight. This one, and then with McGilla in half an hour's time, and then tomorrow night with Michael Cicchini, and he's gonna present some stuff about. You remember that famous line by Ken Kratz when he says in closing arguments that reasonable doubt is for innocent people. And I think that to be honest, Pete, at the point at the documentary that we were at, as shocked as I was to hear that, it got to the stage where I'm not surprised I'm hearing that from this guy. This guy is so corrupt. I'm not surprised to hear this. Innocent. Reasonable doubt is for innocent people. Yeah, but
Wow.
everybody's presumed innocent. Before
Yeah.
they've been convicted.
Yeah. Until
What
proven guilty. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly?
absolutely.
Exactly.
I think
I, wa- I, wa-
that guy has to have his head examined for sure.
yeah, yeah. I want to ask you a question. And this is an open floor question, and obviously people in the comments as well. Does anybody think that Teresa Holbach disappeared, presumed dead, killed, simply by it was just a random act, and it was just a huge coincidence that it occurred just after visiting the Avery salvage yard, and it just happened to be Stephen Avery that was the last call. I mean, does anybody think that it was just some sort of random act, and
Yeah,
therefore, in effect, Manitrock Sheriff's Department simply jumped on the bandwagon of, wow, didn't we get lucky?
yeah, I think so. For me, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
there
me
is
too. Yeah.
yeah, there is a there is always possibility, and I mean,
Yeah.
in this case, like we don't know a lot of thing about a lot of people, because there is no investigation, a proper investigation. I mean, yeah, this is a huge possibility. Yeah, I think, yeah, I was talking with Sharon
Mm-hmm.
the other day, and we were talking about this, and we were talking about the fact that, yeah, we are maybe all watching in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's completely possible that Teresa was attacked or um, a- a- adopted by somebody, then we don't know at all, at
Right.
all. And even Katin Zellner don't know. I mean, yeah, this is a possibility, but
What if
yeah,
they switched
exactly,
the swabs from the Grand Am?
yeah,
Mm.
exactly. Yeah, I continue my belief because
Mm-hmm.
this possibility split off at one moment, and I don't know, but yeah, this is one
Mm-hmm.
possibility. Yeah,
But as T1 says, I would believe, I mean, the thing is about coincidence. If coincidences didn't occur, that itself would be strange. Yeah, it would be a weird
yeah,
world if coincidences didn't happen. But
yeah,
but I suppose what I'm sort of asking everybody here is, looking at it from the point of view of victimology. You know, remembering that in this situation there's more than one victim. There's Teresa Holbach that obviously, as far as everybody's concerned, she lost her life, and then two people get framed for that murder. You know, the victimology doesn't just need to look at Teresa, but also Steve as well. I think. Any
but
thoughts
I
on that?
think that. I'm sorry, Paul. Sorry.
Yeah, you okay? No, you carry on, Joe.
I think you're right, and in the same times, in the same period of time, you have Carmen Butwell, you
Yeah.
have Christine Udy,
Hmm.
uh, and I mean the same day. I mean, I think I need my Billy or Pete on Sean about that. The 5, yeah, on November the 5, Mr. Martinez, I don't remember his first name, had attacked his girlfriend with an axe
Hmm.
at Manitowoc. On November the 5th, he became crazy and he
Hmm.
tried to kill his girlfriend with an axe. And it was on the same paper than Teresa was when she was disappeared. So me, when I have saw the Times Herald, the Manitowoc Times Herald, I see the first time Teresa on front, and just down the paper, the article with this guy Ramirez. We were trying to kill this ex girlfriend with an axe, and I mean
Mm.
we don't know anything about that, anything, anything, and we have a girl who disappear, and we have a guy we try to kill someone, and nobody makes the point. My Billy, can you develop something about that if you know some facts or some
What was the question again?
Matt,
Well,
go ahead, Paul.
no. You carry on. It was to do with the fact that we've got other people. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, we've got other people in the same times. We've got this guy Martinez tried to kill this ex-girlfriend with an axe on November 5. Do you know that, my Billy?
Yeah, he
uh,
was also on the property on the day she disappeared.
yeah, and I have learned, and I don't know if it's true or not, but like you have a huge knowledge on that. He was a customer, yeah, customer of the every salvage yard, and he was on the property several times per month. And this guy have a
Well, if you read the report,
violent past.
if you read the report for the Martinez incident when he attacked his girlfriend,
Yeah,
one of the witnesses they talked to confirms that he was on the salvage yard on the 31st.
yeah, it's true.
And Earl also confirms that he was there a lot too.
And what we find on the third, the RAV4.
Yep.
And nobody investigate on that. Why? Why the FBI don't try to just dot the point or make the point between that? Because I was just thinking when we see the first article about Teresa, and I've find on internet it was the Time Herald, and the Time Herald you have a woman SUV disappearing, vanishing or something like this, and just down you have this guy Martinez who tried to kill this ex-girlfriend with an axe on November 5, and wow. It's jumped me on my face. What happened? We have a killer, a guy who.
Strange thing about that, they went to the 3302 Xander Road location looking for Martinez too.
Wow.
It was on Sunday Road.
That was one of the locations they were requested to go look for him at.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Oh, excuse me.
Carry on.
No. Just a question to my Billy. Do you think there is a similarity between Kuss Road and Xander Road? There is a connection, I mean. Do you think there is a real connection between Xander Road and Kuss Road? What they find on Kuss Road and what they find on Kuss Road they don't want to say?
Well, I don't know if you guys listened to the last video I posted.
Yeah, that's about your last video. Yeah.
They were trying to establish Stephen Avery's timeline for the whole week. Mm-hmm. And they kept asking him, so did you leave? Did you leave at all? Did you leave at all? Yeah. No, I did not leave. Only time I left is when I went to go see Jody. Or I left with my brother. Never by himself. Unless we went to go see Jody on that Tuesday when he took her to her AA classes.
Wow. I suppose then the question was, do we think that it could be a random person that killed Teresa?
Yeah.
But again, looking at the fact that Stephen Avery was convicted of murdering Teresa, obviously wrongfully. Again, looking at the victimology, why would somebody have it in for Stephen Avery? First of all, I would, yeah, okay.
Lovely guy, yeah.
You like that? You like that? You like that? Yeah, okay.
Reverse the question.
So, Wizard, I mean, I've got two sort of motives, for murdering somebody. One would be for love, and one would be, the motive would be, because it's somebody that's very, very intimate, very, very intimate, and they would murder somebody. Although that doesn't explain why frame Steve. But then, I'm thinking of the hate motive, that somebody hated Stephen Avery so much. And I mean, are there any sort of outstanding candidates for that?
I wonder who might fit that kind of criteria.
Yeah, sheriff.
Give me a couple of minutes and I'll see what I can come up with. Yeah. Right. Oh dear. When I first came into this, I leaned very strongly towards the belief that Kusurek, even though he was retired, he'd been a sheriff for over 20 years. Through his career as sheriff, he would have made thousands of associations with all sorts of criminals, good, bad, fat, thin, tall, small, you name it, he's seen them all. Now, you can bet your life that over all of those years, there are going to be people who owe Kusurek,
Yeah.
one way or another, right? That's the way. That's the way law enforcement work. You know, they like to have people in their pocket so that when they need something, they can go and pluck them off the street and say, "Listen here, you will do my bidding, or you will go to prison for the rest of your life." And that's the way they work. Anyone who doesn't agree with that needs to wake up really quick, because this is the world you live in today. Now, my belief was that there's no way this guy is going to stand before the world and apologise to Stephen Avery because he got it wrong.
Yeah.
That he's not going to do that. Tom Kusurek, that is not something that is in Tom Kusurek's makeup. I was very strongly of the belief that he probably tagged someone in, said, "Listen, there's a bit of work for you. Go and do whatever you've got to do. There's the guy you're going to implicate. Get on with it." Mm-hmm. And that's what I believed probably happened when I first came into it.
I would ask you, is it? I mean, as you say, Thomas Kusurek was just retired. The new sheriff in town is Ken. I nearly said Kevin Peterson. I keep want to say Kevin Peterson. Kenneth Peterson.
Yep.
Kenneth Peterson, and he is the one that actually tells the world that here in Manitowoc County, the residents can sleep peacefully at night, knowing that we will quite happily kill somebody if we have to.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's crazy. Yeah.
To think that that's actually come from the mouth of a law enforcement professional.
Yeah.
These guys are supposed to be the best at what they do. They're supposed to be beyond reproach. The integrity is meant to be solid, steadfast, and kind of unbuyable. You know, listen, it's not a question of buying anything out there. You either belong to someone or you don't, and that's, you know, it's a mad world. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. You're right. That it's completely crazy. Way in this case and the other case, but in this case, everywhere you are looking, it's completely crazy.
What gets me about Ken Peterson's comment is that the citizens of Wisconsin are happy to sit there and accept that. Why there was no uproar at that kind of, how can, you know, you would expect people to start asking questions. How can our sheriff make that kind of comment before a film camera? I mean, it's mad.
Yeah.
Where did he think that it's okay to make that kind of comment after?
It
defies belief.
Yeah, can you imagine that comment being made by somebody from the Met?
Oh, fucking hell. I mean, Cressida Dick, it should be, I'll tell you what, she could kiss her peerage goodbye. Her OBE and all the rest of it, you know, should be out the door. She wouldn't last 2 minutes. She would have to literally grab her coat and walk out the door. Yeah. She wouldn't be able to stay there. Oh, yeah, there'd be questions in the House of Commons and all sorts. I mean, it'd be on the TV for weeks. You couldn't imagine it. You just can't.
Yeah, I've got a question for you who live in US, my Billy and Pete. The DCI, and I mean more than, I don't remember how many car of police. Is this usual than the DCI? And I mean, everybody in this case were there when they find the car. It was so important. When do you see the same thing in other case? They find a car and everybody is coming. Everyone. You have Ken Kratz, you have everyone. You have Wigert, Fassbender, you have everybody. So why it's so important to them to be there? Because they find the RAV Yeah, okay, they find the RAV, but everybody's coming, everything is locking down. And everything is locking down on Coast Road too, because I think they find really something big on Coast Road. But I think it's something to cover up something more big. It's my thought. Maybe I'm wrong, but more I learn, more I I see this case like a cover up on a cover up. That's why we don't figure out, because we try to figure out what's happened. But if you have a cover up upside a cover up,
Yeah.
it's impossible to understand. So I try to understand all this weird stuff, the reaction of the family, not you, Pete, not your family. I mean, with all respect I have for the Albach family, I mean, sometimes in their response they were weird.
Oh,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm I'm sorry, but it's true. It's just my opinion. I take all that on me. My name is Jerome. I live in Belgium. If you want, I'm sorry.
He's the bad
If
man
you've
with the
got something to
bandana.
say, you know where he is.
Yeah, exactly. You know where I am. So I'm really
Yeah.
sorry, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No.
Sometimes it was read, and I mean, more I learn, more I see
Oh, mate.
the sadness and all what happened to Pete, to I mean to Pete, to the Dassey family, to the Avery family, and I can really feeling the emotion. I can really feeling the something, and with the Albach, oh, I mean, I don't blame them, but I mean, even if one friend of Teresa won't know the truth, no, there is no, even one friend don't want to know the truth about the Teresa. They are all in the same sense of
Yeah.
the.
They've all been
It's,
duped.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, but everyone, even somebody who was knowing Teresa just not so much, but I mean just a little bit, and see the documentary, don't see, hey, me, I was friend with Teresa, and yeah, uh,
Well, can I just
it's
finish
strange.
off?
It's
Because
strange. It's strange.
can I just finish off by asking our two Wisconsinites a question about, when between 03 and 05, 2003 and 2005, we've got this fella Stephen Avery, wrongfully convicted for 18 years. He's a huge celebrity, and he's taken the county down for 36 million. You know, if and it's been suggested, obviously, that one of the likely candidates to, have wanted to kill Teresa would be Ryan Hillegas. I'm not sure about that, because why kill Teresa? It's and it just that opportune that just that coincident. It just coincidentally happened that he killed her just at the moment that she'd come away from Steve's, the Avery salvage yard. And my question would be, do you think there would be people who between 03 and 05 developed a bit of a hatred of Steve for the fact that he was being this famous person, and the fact that he was set to receive, or maybe not 36 million, but he was going to be set for life? I mean, Pete, what was the feeling around, sort of, what was the conversation about Stephen Avery between 2003 2005?
I'd probably agree with you on that. He was getting the fame, and certain people didn't like it, and
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I know for sure in my heart that he didn't have anything to do with the rape
Oh, yeah.
on the beach, anyways, because I was there when he left,
Yeah.
and the cops called me a liar, so I don't really care about much about the cops.
Uh,
So But
Damned if
yeah,
you
I
do,
was
damned
there
if you
when he
don't.
left, and it doesn't take it takes more than 10 minutes to get to Michigan to Two Rivers and all the way on the other side of the beach. So, but yeah, I've lived the first one, and that was a lie there with the first one, and I believe the second one's a lie too. That them guys came out there. This was my going. I don't know if you guys want to go with me, but everybody had to leave the junkyard when everybody came out, so they could have planted anything. They could have did. For all I know, this is what I think is that in my heart, maybe Teresa's not really dead. She went under a different name. They paid her money, and she's living somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well,
could it be possible?
Yeah, this is
of course,
possible.
it be very, very, very possible.
Definitely.
Just to frame Steve and my son for this, and
it's cheaper to hide. It would be cheaper to hide Teresa than it would to pay up and apologise.
Yeah,
it's not the payment that they're worried about. I believe this is also because Surek doesn't have to apologise. Once he's found at fault, which he will be, he would have been. It opens everybody up.
Well,
everything's up for scrutiny. Then
it falls upon the prosecutor.
Yeah.
The sheriff brings the information to the prosecutor. Prosecutor makes a decision to charge him. It's on Vogel.
Yeah.
Because another thing that baffles me with the key, okay, now, like, for instance, like, I don't have one key on my ring. I got like 4 or 5.
Sure.
Okay, Billy, how many do you have?
Yeah.
How many keys do you got? You just don't go around with one key. There's got to be a house key. Where was their house key?
7.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
There's only one, and it was only for the vehicle. Where was their house key?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's another thing too, right? Where was their house?
Yeah.
Only
and
one
why
key
keep just one key? Why just keep one key?
Yeah, there's so many loose ends out here. There's so many loose ends.
Yeah, and take the time to burn a body, but
didn't happen, man.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Well, it did happen, but it didn't happen the way they say it happened.
Yeah, there's got to be more to it.
Yeah.
And I think what's sad for me is the fact that, they didn't just frame Steve, but then because they realised that they're because the case was so false, they then have to take Brendan down for it. I mean, I'll put it to you, right. This is something that I actually said to Robert Herman, and his answer to this would be, well, that would be interesting. I said, well, let's consider this scenario, right? Stephen Avery knows he's spending, because of this crime, he's spending the rest of his life in prison. He's very fond of Brendan. The one thing that Steve would be quite happy to do, I think, given that situation, would be to say, look, guys, yeah, okay, I did it. But listen, Brendan had nothing to do with it. And he could have said to the cops, look, okay, hands up, in the past, since 2007, in the past 14 years, he could have hold his hands up and said, look, you're taking my life away. Okay, I get that, but don't take Brendan's away. Look, I'm going to tell you, I did it, and Brendan's nothing to do with it. And I said to Herman, I said, but can you imagine Stephen Avery having to explain how he did it? And his reply to that was, well, that would be interesting, because he knew, Robert Herman himself knew that the state's case against Steve made no sense whatsoever.
Right.
That was how I took it as being, because he knew, I mean, I said to him on one occasion, would you like to have been convicted on that evidence? And his answer was no, I wouldn't. Because it doesn't make sense.
So why should it be right that Steve's convicted of it? Why should it be right that anyone would be convicted on such flimsy evidence? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
What standard of law are you applying here? It's just utterly ridiculous.
But it's like a used car salesman, isn't it? Once you've sold once you've sold that call, it's sold as seen. You know, once you've got that conviction,
no
that's
refunds,
it.
no money back, no guarantee.
No money back, no guarantee.
Why do only fools and horses work? La, 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 la.
Yeah.
I know it's laughable, but it's not, is it? You know, it's really.
No.
Yeah, I know. But you're right. If Steve really did do it, yeah, why would he keep Brendan? Why keep Brendan?
He wouldn't. He liked Brendan. I mean, you know, dare I say it that, you know, from what I've read, it seems to me as if, you know, Bob would often say to Steve, "Can you help deal with Brendan, because he'll listen to you when he doesn't want to listen to me." Have I got that right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you
close.
can't be there all the time, so you know
they were close. Yeah, they were close.
Yeah. And obviously, you know, goes without saying, I don't think you had any objection to, you know, Brendan being close to Steve. You didn't think, you know, you don't want to be close to Steve because he's this maniac that's just been released from prison.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, what do you think of that thing about the cat situation?
Well,
don't blimey.
Well, I think, Pete, that you know a bit more about this than you're letting on, and you're of the point of view that Steve took the rap for somebody that he shouldn't have done.
Yeah,
I think that's your angle on this, Pete. I think that's exactly it, and I think I think he was in with some bad people. Yeah. And he took the rap.
You took the rap for his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I know too.
You saw that? Yeah. Okay.
I know too.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna shut up and let Pete do the for want of a better word, to do the closing ceremonies and thank everybody for coming along and having a chat. And hopefully we've covered some of the stuff that was on the side there on the chat. And anyway, I'm going to let Pete do the closing ceremonies.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. For we almost had like 50 in the chat room there for sure. Thank you, everybody, and thanks to Millbilly. Thanks for Jerome, and I'll call you Sean, right? Sean, right?
That's cool, man. Yeah. All day.
Hey, Sean, maybe we can join us next week or whatever.
Anytime. It's a pleasure.
Nice popping
Thank you
in
for
there.
inviting me.
Thank you very much for being with us, and maybe we'll see you again.
Cheers, everybody.
Okay, thanks to you too, Paul. I was going to say thank you, but you popped out of there.
Happy anniversary, Paul.
Yeah, happy
cheers,
anniversary,
mate.
Yeah.